Hey guys, it's yours truly, Musicals here. Happy 2023. It's the new year. Time to start out with okay, this one I meant to get out in 2022, but man, the New Year's and Christmas kind of hit me really fast in terms of work, so I wasn't able to. That being said, though, since I finally do have a couple days off, I'm able to get this out. So, yeah, this is a discussion we did with JR a while back. I was meaning to get this out after our hangout, but of course, like I said, Christmas and New Year's kind of hit me a little fast, so I wasn't able to really. But that being said, I want to get this one out for you guys. So I should mention that JArt it did mention something about Pokemon Journeys video. We were gonna record it during his visit, but he decided to do it at his place. So I will leave a link in the description below when it is up eventually. But that being said, I am interested to see what his thoughts are. But yeah. Yeah, just thought I may make a little side note. Also, small update. Today is Ethan's last day in New Jersey, so he will be returning very soon. So, very soon, and once we are able to get together, we will do another discussion video. I will give Ethan his Christmas slash early birthday present. And we will also chat about his trip to New Jersey. It sounds like he's done a lot down there, so I cannot wait to hear what he has to say. So yeah, that being said, I will see you guys soon and enjoy the first Maniac video of 2023. See you soon. Hey guys, it's yours truly, Musicals here.
Hey, subscribers! It's Ethan here.
We are back with again another video here on the channel, and boy, has it been a heck of a whirlwind these last 2 days as of this video's recording. First Sonic Prime drop, and then we get the big news about the Pokemon anime, which we will talk about in a bit. And yeah, so much. Those two big things happened. But before we get to talking about that, we have a special guest here for today's video. Go ahead and say hi.
Hey everyone, JArt here.
Yep, JArt's over at my place today. So we're going to be doing two different recordings. We're going to be doing this one, and then JArt has his own recording he's going to be doing. And he's going to talk about, well, I'll let him say what that edit video is going to be about real quick.
Pokemon Journeys.
Yep. And he has a whole list on his iPhone of notes. So I'll leave a card to that video after this. But this one's just going to be talking about reaction to what's happening with the Pokemon anime at the moment. So yeah, but before we get to even that, and my so far my impressions about Sonic Prime, the new Sonic animation available on Netflix right now, let's talk about JArt actually has tried three games today. Tell them which games those were.
I have played Street Fighter 6, closed beta, Sonic Frontiers, and Pokemon Violet.
Yep. So we're gonna have JArt's gonna give his impressions on what he thinks of these games. So go ahead, JArt. The floor is yours now.
Alright. Street Fighter 6. So far, I enjoyed it. I will need a lot of practice until the full game comes out. So I can't wait for that. And I like the style of it, the art style. And I've won about like 2 matches.
2 matches.
Yeah, so not so bad for my first time playing. Not so bad. Yeah, not so bad. I didn't really get a chance to listen to the music since I was so focused on the fighting. And I did have a close calls during matches, and I didn't do too bad during them.
No, he actually didn't, believe it or not. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. He was better with Ethan. We did our recording for Street Fighter 6 since Ethan has access to the closed beta this time, as I said in the community tab. And I'll just say, he did better than Ethan did this morning.
Yeah, let's just say I've been facing against a harder opponents. Or who knows? Maybe secretly they could be the Street Fighter competitors out there, and you never know.
Yeah, so.
Or I must have been practicing enough. You never know.
Or Ethan's just way too used to Street Fighter 5 since we've played that a ton.
Yeah, of course. Later on though, we'll get to that in a minute, but we'll just let JArt express everything else he has to say.
All right. Anything else on Street Fighter 6 that you have to say?
The characters I fought, they were quite interesting. I mean, we have we have the classic ones like Chun-Li, Ken, Guile, Jamie.
Jamie's a new one.
Oh, Jamie's new. Okay.
There was one more Jai.
I forgot his name.
Ryu?
Oh yeah, Ryu.
Of course.
How did I forget Ryu? I played him. I was thinking of the new character.
That's totally cool. That's totally cool.
And there's another new character.
It starts with a K.
Oh, Kimberly.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, we have your classics, and then we have 3 new characters: Luke, Kimberly, and what was that last one?
Starts with a J.
Jamie.
Yep.
Jamie. So in terms of what he played against a couple Kens, no Ryus, a Luke, Kimberly, and a Jamie. And what'd you think, dude?
From what you guys had told me about Jamie, I did not encounter that when I was fighting against him.
Right.
So maybe I'll counter them when the full game comes out. As for that one character,
Kimberly?
yeah, I no.
Yeah.
So pretty much you could say JR agrees with me this time around.
For those who don't know, Ethan has a, I don't want to say strong distaste, but let's just say he's not a big fan of Kimberly.
All I can say one thing for sure. Let's say one particular thing that needs to not exist on the modern setting is to grab spams.
Yeah, Kimberly in particular could be a little annoying with that, so I can't necessarily fault Ethan.
And I don't know, I cannot say anything else just to hurt you guys. Well, not you guys, but I mean like the people who love that character.
Exactly, but yeah.
And this is just my opinion so far, so
Yeah, but JR got to experience that, and I don't think he was really happy. Safe to say.
I was stuck in a corner. Combo after combo. I'm like, can you let me do a move, please?
Yeah, basically he couldn't even move an inch. That's how bad his match was. So
that's happened to me before.
So I kind of feel bad. That hasn't happened to me, strangely enough.
Well, I guess you're able to move out of the way of the corner.
Well, to be fair, buddy, I have played both her and Chun-Li, so I do kind of know how she rolls. But yeah, so and then Luke. What'd you think of Luke?
Luke. He seems like a basic character.
Yeah, to be honest, that's what it is. It's in the cover for Street Fighter 6, but who knows? He could be the new main protagonist for this game.
Yes, just for this game. I doubt Ryu's gonna get replaced.
I mean, we'll just have to wait and see when the game comes out, and who knows? We do find out that he's gonna be more likely be the main focus.
Indeed, but yeah, Luke is basically a basic generic, straightforward character that you would see in any game. As for the Guile and the Ken, what did you think about those two? And the Jolly as well.
Well, they're still like the same, from previous games, except the player that I was facing against with Guile kept spamming that move. That's
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, that's Sonic Boom.
Cheapers.
Yeah, seems to be a pattern with Guile players. No offense and Guile players, but I've noticed that a couple times. It's a little annoying. No offense. But that being said, yeah, they're pretty much the same as they are, with a couple new moves, just a couple. But that being said, and then how did Ryu feel to you since you played him?
Well, I have played with Ryu a couple of times. Yeah, before I played him with Street Fighter 4. Actually, that's the only Street Fighter game I've ever played.
Actually, maybe after this, we do the recordings. I'll have JArt to try out another Street Fighter game on the PS5 later.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But either way. But yeah, what were you saying, JArt? Sorry. So how does it feel compared to the Street Fighter 4 controls?
Well, in this game, there's two different settings for controls. There's the
modern,
and the classic. In my opinion, I'm a lot better with classic, and I definitely recommend classic for every new fighter who's getting into Street Fighter, because
the modern setting is basically like if you're really that bad with it, then yeah, you probably should stick with modern. But other than that if you're used to the classics, if you played at least one of the Street Fighter before this, or anybody new to the Street Fighter, I recommend sticking with the classics. Unless you don't have fast fingers like yours truly.
Also recommending getting a fight stick.
That too.
That could work almost every fighting game like Tekken, Guilty Gear, or any other fighting games we got out there.
Exactly. So
Speaking of Tekken 8.
Oh yeah.
We're all hyped for it, man.
Oh yeah, Tekken 8 is gonna sound pretty great. But yeah, I cannot wait for that one in Street Fighter 6. So long as the Bandai Namco doesn't screw up.
With an arcade, the last arcade just up to 5. That's embarrassing.
And the story.
Totally embarrassing.
That's what's the story, but that's a discussion for another day. But yeah, so overall, I think JArt walked away from Street Fighter 6 positive so far.
Yep.
All right, next up, Sonic Frontiers. Let's just get this out of the way first. Unfortunately, even though Roger did try his best with this installment, JArt still does not like him. He still prefers the movie voice, which I am gonna respect. But other than that, what else did you think about Sonic Frontiers?
It's a mix of Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. That much I am getting from it, and from what MC has told me on how I had to repeat the levels. And yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah.
That's something tells me it's probably gonna be the longest Sonic game that Sonic's have.
Yeah, it's pretty long. I spent maybe about almost 50 hours, I think, so far in the game. And I just got to the second island. Sheesh. But yeah, so what'd you think of the music so far?
The music... Well, I have listened to the theme before.
The main theme?
Yeah, the main theme. I have listened to that before. The main theme, it's a good. I'll give it that. As for the open world, it's more like Breath of the Wild, which is unusual for Sonic's like only style, like the rock version.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually, for those who don't know or new, or this is the first Sonic game ever, Sonic usually has more upbeatish or different types of styles, are usually jazzy in some of the later games. But for this particular installment, they're going for a more slow, calmer feel, which we really don't get all that often.
Sonic 06.
Oh, okay. This 06. But that's the exception to the rule there. 06 is a whole different barrel of fish. But...
I do say it's a better version than Sonic 06.
Ooh, that's a pretty hot take, man. Or interesting, I should say. But that's pretty interesting. What do you think of the combat?
The combat is definitely something you gotta get used to.
Yeah, if you've played many of the modern Sonic games, a lot of you know that Sonic has little combat. Little. Like, I can literally say pretty much forces and, sadly, generations. Pretty much, this hurts. Boost to win. Ow!
Ouch.
See, that one hurt. So there's very little. And even with the games that do have a little bit more combat, barring Sonic Battle and Sonic the Fighters, it's not expanded upon all that much. So this is the first one where Sonic actually has some barely extendable in terms of the mainline game's combat. So it is going to take some getting used to, but yeah. So overall, what do you think so far, man?
So far, I like it. I do plan on getting it.
Fair enough.
Same with me, of course.
Oh,
Obviously.
Yep, and obviously you guys know I own the copy on Switch and the Xbox, so I don't think I need to say that. But that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear.
Although I do wish one thing.
Sure.
I do wish they make Knuckles, Tails, and Amy playable.
Oh, actually about that. I forgot to mention that there's DLC coming out. With Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles playable for free, by the way.
Okay. Now I'm really not getting it.
yeah. This is the same expression of what happened, like, I don't know, back like in, I don't know, what, a year ago, or I would say year, that JArt just reacted to this Forza Horizon 5?
Yeah, that was...
This is the same reaction that's going on.
Yeah, so, look forward to that. Sega did announce that there's 3 new DLC updates, large ones that are coming to the game. So, definitely plan on getting to get game if you want to get those updates, dude. And they're free too, which surprises me. So, I think you're gonna have a fun time, man. I think you are. But that being said, the last game. Now, as many of you may know, and I'll leave a card up here, JArt has talked about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and his opinion on what he thinks
on the new Pokemon.
Yep. So he actually got a chance to play a little bit of the game today.
Which is Pokemon Violet.
And let's see here his impressions. So what do you think so far, man?
Well, so far, well, so far from what I've heard and what I've seen and the Pokemon I've seen. Well, as you said, there's gonna be a video. Well, I have a video.
Yep.
It's on my channel. It's still recently new.
Yep.
As for, well, Well, they did say they were going for the Arceus route for this, and yeah, they did. There's still some frame drops.
Which hopefully it'll fix.
Yeah.
Playing. But yeah. Definitely feels a little like they learned from Arceus.
Yeah.
Let's see. What'd you think of the music?
The music. I still need to listen to a little bit more, but for now, it's just okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I have other opinions, but that's also for another time.
Yeah, I have an update video coming up for us guys. That's gonna talk about some stuff. A Pokemon video is one of those things, so just a heads up. But that being said, let's see. Is there anything else that I'm missing? No, I think that's actually it. That was the shortest one that you did.
Well, I didn't really get that far.
True. Yeah. So overall, what do you think so far?
So far, it's fine. I still need to try out the 3 routes, 3 houses.
You could say
3 houses.
you could say pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I cannot wait to hear what your full opinion is in the end, dude. And he has a whole team ready already, guys. He has a whole team already ready for it.
And they are for the Scarlet version.
Yes, they are for the Scarlet version. He tried Violet today, but he is planning to buy Pokemon Scarlet down the road. So, yeah. Well, that's pretty good, man. So I think you tried a good variety of games and you walked away. What? Oh no worries about the screen, dude. It keeps recording no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so far so good, man. For the games that you tried today.
Yeah.
Think you walked away pretty positive.
Also, this might be my first Pokemon game that I might actually beat.
Really now?
Yeah, since I have a bunch of other Pokemon games, I still need to get Gen 5.
Which is black and white, and either also black 2 and white 2.
If he feels like it. But yeah, well, if it's the first game that you actually beat, well then I wish you the best of luck. But warning, man, some of those gyms are not going to be a cakewalk, man.
Oh, some of the battles are harder than the gyms. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think you walked away pretty positive for this one. All right, now let's move on to the second part of this video. We're gonna just be talking about our reaction to the big Pokemon anime news. So literally yesterday, as of this video's recording, and this came out of nowhere.
Wait, this was yesterday?
Oh, sorry. Did I say yesterday? I meant 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Sheesh. Yeah, super recent, man. Super recent.
Wow.
It was announced that Ash Ketchum, the main protagonist of the Pokemon anime currently, next year will be completely retired from the Pokemon anime, and we will be switching to some new protagonists going into the Scarlet and Violet era of the Pokemon anime. So we're gonna get everybody's reaction. So my reaction, as someone who's watched the anime quite a bit, I'm pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a bummer to see him go. But everybody in 25 years with him at this point, I think it's about time we move on, even as someone who loves Ash.
And also they're gonna show like 11 episodes for the what's coming next.
Yes,
What we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, so in January, they're going to show 11 more episodes of Ash to fully close out his story. And then before April rolls around and we see the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet anime start. Whether that comes to Netflix first, Netflix or not, if they're going to continue with that is. It remains to be seen, of course, but we'll see. But that being said, yeah, I personally think it's about time to move on from him. So yeah. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Let's see. So,
In terms of opinion.
okay. So,
right.
as for me though, if we're talking about my reaction to this Ash Ketchum retiring, well, if I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel much anything about it, to be honest with you.
Now, before a lot of you bash Ethan, I have to remind you that Ethan's on a bit of a Pokemon burnout at the moment. So, he's kind of feeling indifferent. Also, he grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is in even worse a state than Pokemon, I argue sometimes.
Way worse than Pokemon. But you guys, though, if you guys like the games and anime, well, to be honest with you, you should be happy that Pokemon lasted way longer than the anime I liked back in the day.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep. But that being said, that's a discussion for another day too. But yeah, Ethan's a bit indifferent.
I mean, guess you could say that I'm just not, like, you know, maybe you could just say that I'm just not 100% much as a diehard Ash Ketchum, to put it simple.
Yeah, Ethan's not too upset about the whole thing, really. But that being said, I think he would also agree with me that it's about time to move on, right?
All I gotta say is, it's been many years that he's been around, so, well, I know you guys just don't like it, but sadly, I even had to move on from something from Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, unfortunately. That's happened to me.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think he'll agree. All right, JArt's turn. Like I said, we will be talking about how Pokemon Journeys will be in a separate video, but to this specific news, JArt, what are your thoughts?
Okay, well, to me, I will admit that it is actually nice for him for them to finally move on, to move on from being the main character of the Pokemon anime for the past 25 years. Yeah, that I'll admit is nice, and I really hope that that these new characters can do. I hope that they do something unique with the new characters. For, give it a fresh start, starting over. And I hope they do. And I really hope they planned out these characters. And I hope for really good character development, since there's only gonna be like 2 of them, right?
Yes, there's 2 so far that we know of. I'm not sure about any of the side characters, but there's 2 so far that we know of, the main protagonists.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I would share your sentiment there. I hope they are fully developed. Well, the fact that they planned this announcement way in advance, Vince, tells me that this has been a long time coming. So I think they've been writing stuff down. But yeah, anything else to say?
I don't like how Ash is going out. Well, I do like how what they did for Journeys. How they're making Ash go out. But at the same time, I do not like how they did it. I don't like how they did it with Journeys, which I will go over the changes.
Yes.
Seriously, he can go out a lot better than this.
That is definitely fair, man. That is.
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't fault him either, man. And like I said, I'm gonna be fairly interested to see what he has to say. He, like I said, he literally has a whole bunch of notes on his iPhone on the changes he would do. But yeah, I think JArt is pretty much in agreement that it's about time. And given that Scarlet and Violet themselves are also a big change for the Pokemon franchise at this point. In fact, the whole era of the Switch, which has really been experimental for the direction of the Pokemon in the future. I think it's safe to say that we're pretty much entering a whole new era of Pokemon. And whether it's gonna stay strong or end up like Yu-Gi-Oh over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh's remains to be seen. But all we can do is hope, pray, and beg that Game Freak, Nintendo, and the makers of the Pokemon anime do not screw up.
Please.
But yeah. Again. But I will agree with JArt from what I've been hearing. Sounds like there are quite a few things that they could have gone better. So I cannot wait to hear your changes in the next video, JArt. But yeah, all right. Now, real quick.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
I just want to say something. Cynthia is the true strongest champion in the world than Leon.
I don't blame him.
But there you go. Ooh, there you go. There you go, man. But yeah. All right. So now it's time for my impressions on Sonic Prime so far. As a longtime Sonic fan, out of the two of us on Media Maniacs,
I have seen clips on Twitter.
So far from what I think. Okay, I won't lie. Sonic is just a little annoying. Just a little.
Oh, this is coming from a Sonic fan.
Hey, I said a little. There's a lot more people that are annoyed about this than I am. But that being said, outside that I'm getting Sonic Boom Lyric plot vibes.
Oh boy.
That's not a bad thing, guys.
Oh boy, it's all I have to say.
But so far from what I can tell, in terms of what the other characters are like, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, the Hisa versions, they're pretty well written and pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I really like 9. 9's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. That's the futuristic version of Tails. Sort of, kind of. Let's see. Shadow's pretty good. The battle with Sonic and Shadow was epic. I won't lie on that either. Let's see. The setting and the thing that Sonic has to fight for, yeah. I'll say this. If you thought Sonic screwed up bad this time, if you thought Sonic screwed up bad previous times, oh no, man. He screwed big time this time. Like, it's worse than what happened with Forces.
That sucks.
Yeah, to say the least. Sonic's cockiness got the best of him. But how he fixes that? We only have 8 episodes so far. We still have to wait for the rest of them, but Sonic, I don't know how you're gonna get out of this one, man, but you better hope and pray. Cause boy. But it's so good. The animation is good. The action is great. Really makes me appreciate the stuff. So I gotta say Sonic Prime is great so far. Outside of Sonic being a little annoying, which I think will probably improve as the episodes go on. I pray. Then, yeah, I think it's a great start so far. But we'll have to see what the rest of the episodes are. Unfortunately, Netflix is doing the JoJo Snow and Ocean formula for those who referring to it. In other words, they're pacing it out. Cough, cough. And calling it seasons when it's really one. But yeah, that's just my personal take so far. But yeah, that being said, that is my opinion on Sonic Prime so far. What do you think, guys, from what I've said?
Alex,
Yeah?
you guys order pizza? The guy's standing out in the cold.
Oh, sorry. Be right back, folks.
Alright, we'll have to cut this part out for a second. Don't know what's going on. sorry about the what's happening earlier, so we'll just wait a second.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Guys.
There was a little commotion going on, it's all we can all say.
Yeah, so, anyways, what was I saying now?
We were talking about Sonic Prime and I was giving out.
Oh, yeah, you were gonna give out my opinion. You guys were gonna give out my opinion, so.
I mean,
Well, what do you think? So let me ask again this time, bud. What do you think of after what I've said so far?
well, after I heard some of the details, I'm just like, really now? Right, reminds of Sonic Boom Lies of Lyric. Huh? What?
It would only make sense if you beaten the game, bud.
Well, I mean, I did beat the game.
Did you pay attention to the story then?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that's no surprise.
I mean, well, okay. Besides what we were talking about, forget what we did, what MC just said to me. I think that's kind of disrespectful.
Sorry about that, bud.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a long time I played that game. Of course, I did beat it. It's been a while. Okay, that happens. Terribly.
Yep, sorry about that, bud.
Yeah. Anyway, back to where we're talking. Yeah. After I heard that, I'm like, really now? After Sonic Boom Lies of Lyric? Oh boy, I got a bad feeling about the famous when they think about this.
I mean, you're not wrong. Sort of. Somewhat. I'll say this in terms of characterization for the Sonic series. Don't get me started. And this is just Sonic Prime. The comic book's a whole different variation. That being said, other than that, what else do you think?
That's all I got to say, really.
All right. JArt. Phew. That was close. Nearly caught you, but you really aimed that time. What did you think?
Well, I gotta say, well, if you're a Sonic fan, if you like it, then that's okay. As for me, I probably won't be checking it out.
But yeah, hey, that's a fair opinion, man. That's a fair opinion. All right. Well, I guess that's all for this particular video.
I got a question.
Yes.
Should we do a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 predictions?
A Sonic the Hedgehog 3 prediction. We don't have enough concrete information right now about Sonic 3. So I think we're gonna have to hold off on that for a while. I don't even know what's gonna happen in terms of the adaptation because they're gonna be skipping so many games in terms of the continuity for Sonic. So, I mean, combining so many games, literally, it's probably a combination of, at least I think, Sonic CD, Sonic Adventure 1, and Sonic Adventure 2, 3 games. So I don't want to say anything yet. But at one point or the other, probably closer to when the movie actually launches, we probably should do that. We could do Mario predictions maybe later though, since that one's coming up.
Yeah.
But Sonic 3, I think we're gonna throw it off a little bit more. Just because I don't know too much. Not to mention, Sega's pretty much a mystery in terms of even that Knuckles TV series was supposed to be getting on Paramount Plus.
Yes.
But
Would it be okay if I do one?
oh yeah, totally, dude.
Okay.
All right. But that being said, yeah. So the next two videos, why they will be recorded here, they are gonna be fully JArt. So just so you guys know. No. Yeah. Well, JArt, thank you again for coming on the channel once more. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
No problem, man. No problem. Like always, if you're interested in at a YouTube channel, please check out JArt's channel. He has a whole bunch of cool stuff over there. He is currently working on a playthrough of Final Fantasy X, and he's almost done, guys. He's almost done. He just showed me his progress off screen. He's almost done. He's just got a little bit more grinding to do, and then he's got to face the final boss, and then he's finally done.
Yeah.
But if you want to check that out, do so. He's also posted some edit videos, standalone gameplay videos. And of course, if you want to see his thoughts of what he thinks of all the new Scarlet and Violet Pokemon, again, I'll leave a card and a link in the description below so you can check that out as well.
Oh, and as for my Final Fantasy X playthrough, I do have a playlist. I'll send you a link.
Thank you. And here it is right now. So if you want to see everything from the way beginning, then you can check it out. Out in this playlist.
Oh, that reminds me. Ethan, you sent me a link to a post or an article that we are getting Final Fantasy 1 through to 6 for the Switch. And I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait for that. That is... I have said many times that they should have brought this over to the Switch. Like, how could they not?
Well, the irony is strong considering those are all, at least to my knowledge, Nintendo exclusive titles. So Final Fantasy used to only be on Nintendo systems prior to Final Fantasy VII. So yeah. That being said,
I can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
yep. But yeah, so yes, please check out JL's channel. He's awesome. He's cool. And he's a good guy to hang out with. He also is, if you want to see more videos with him, we've done a couple collabs over on his channel too, so be sure to check that out as well. And if you want to see another video that we did starring our pal PK, we all did a mini review on One Piece Film Red as well, which happened earlier this year. Yeah. Alright guys. That's all for now. This is yours truly, Music Clues.
See you then, signing out.
JArt logging out.
And y'all have a nice
Gaming day.
see you guys. Oh, JArt.